Good afternoon. My name is Adibola, and along with me today, I have four of my colleagues, Christiana, Bill, and Daudi. And we are here to show you a presentation about innovation in the competitive motor industry. And the organization we chose to discuss about today is Volkswagen. Why did we choose Volkswagen? We chose Volkswagen because it's a competitive organization and it also has reliable and available information for this presentation. The title of our presentation today is Innovation and Technology, a Fascinating Challenge at Volkswagen. Thomas Edison says there's a better way to do it, there is a way to do it better. Find it. And we're going to be discussing the success and failure of innovation in a competitive market where Volkswagen operates. We'll be discussing the process that might result in the above, using the simplified model of the innovation process, which comprises of 4 stages. The first stage of this identifies sources of innovation. The second stage talks about selecting the right innovation idea. The third stage is about implementing the innovation, and the fourth stage is the benefits that companies derive from innovation. Of course, we cannot talk about Volkswagen and its innovation strategies without talking about their mission statement. According to Volkswagen, the mission statement states that they desire to continue meeting their customers' wishes for individual and affordable mobility through sustainable technologies. And in order to achieve this, Volkswagen work together with their partners to achieve this strategic goal. Volkswagen has come a long way from when it was set up by Nazi leader Adolf Hitler in 1937. It has gone on to be the largest car maker in the world by 2016, producing approximately 41,000 vehicles daily. And this has been made possible by its workforce. It currently has an approximately 590,000 employees globally. And from the production of its first car, which was the Beetle, Volkswagen has stepped up in its innovation process by implementing 45 more models, among which is the Golf GTI, an example of innovation featured in this presentation. Thank you.
I will be talking about the sources of innovation in Volkswagen. Volkswagen research bases can look back on a long tradition of research vehicles. Numerous innovation, including automatic parking system, DSG gearbox, twin drive or ET, today feature in series vehicles. These are the result of teamwork throughout the research divisions, which are the internal source of innovation in Volkswagen. The company has partnerships which aim to help them in their innovation projects. One example is the emission kit, which was designed by Bosch and bought by Volkswagen. The People's Car project was developed in China and allowed 450 million internet users to discuss their ideas about vehicles and mobility. Volkswagen listened. This is an example of using customers' feedback as a source of innovation. The company constantly learns for its competitors as Peugeot or Citroën. The only constant in today's world is change. In this world, Volkswagen innovation strategy brings moving ideas to the road, such as the most economical car of all times or the fastest sport car in the world. Company's innovation strategy is incremental, evolution, not revolution. A change method which reduced the risk for Volkswagen and brought their success through dedication and team spirit. Volkswagen is positioning itself at the forefront of automotive change with the Future Trucks project, which recognizes early new technologies and new social trends. Company's innovation is a response to customers' needs. Therefore, it focused on electromobility and the digitalization of vehicles. In 2014, the company invested 11.5 billion in research and development. Today, 46,000 researchers and developers and over 10,000 IT experts are working on the mobility of the future. The company has the largest CO2 fleet.
To continue further with our topic of innovation in a competitive market, we have to look at the way the organization Volkswagen select its right innovation. How do they do that? We identified through our research that the organization has the financial power, which helps them, of course, to access innovation internally and externally. We also looked at that the organization have the innovative technologies, which of course makes them have the most often thought brands. And also the organization has a wide coverage of their research and developer experts across the globe. The organization runs through their technology department, runs almost 160 computers across the globe, and they also have connections of researchers from different countries like America, Japan, China, which helps them to source their innovation or to come up with the right innovation ideas. As we said already, the organization has the financial control and they have the innovative capability as well. Implementing the innovation. How do they do that? We looked at how the organization manages its organization development strategies, which of course can go wrong at times. We looked at how the organization, through their failed organizational development, sourced the diesel emission cheat from partners, and that's what leads us to the product concept. Through their research and the process, they worked with their partners, the Bosch, to design the emission testing kit, which of course went wrong. And we also looked at the market size for the organization. The organization, of course, has the largest market share in Europe and also globally compared to their competitors in the industry. Thank you.
At Volkswagen, change is in the product offered to the customers. GT8 has been delivering affordable thrills and has secured itself a place as a great performance car. Golf GT8 was an innovation project, inventing the hot hatch category and amazing driving experience. Now, Volkswagen created even better driving experience that allows you to play music as you drive. The innovation apps read how and where you drive, translating it into music so you can create unique music which you drive in real time. On the other hand, the GTI changed in the way it was created over the 40 years of fabrication. For example, in 2003, GTI MKV had a twin-charger petrol engine, while a new body, work and shape of styling characterized MKV1 in 2008, which made it easier to produce. While the other one, MKV2 in 2012, was up to 200 kilograms lighter than the previous one. Due to 6 emission standards came into force in 2014, imposed from EU, Volkswagen was set the goal to become the most sustainable car maker by 2018. To be able to reach these standards, Volkswagen created the Think Blue environmental strategy as innovation. The Think Blue strategy allows you and save every time you stop, brake, move, accelerate and drive. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. There is no innovation and creativity without failure, according to Brian Brown. As you've heard from my colleagues, innovation can be good, but sometimes can also go bad when the dream is not being done as expected. So in the same way, here Volkswagen had it wrong, especially as you've heard from the previous speaker, when something went wrong with the scandal of diesel engine. So the key question is here, okay, what went wrong? So the emission scandal was caused by the culture of rule breaking after engineers decided to cheat when they could not hit pollution control standards. And when this happened, it really brought a lot of worries and shocks to the company. And cars were fitted with emission cheating device, falsely taken to be a further drive innovation in the combustion aiming to reflect real driving emission. And the entire picture was a misconduct at the heart of the organization. So, as you can see, this wasn't something everyone had to be proud of. It caused a lot of issues in the media, in everywhere, and actually it had a lot of impact, not in a positive sense, but mainly in a negative sense. So as you could see, it had a lot to do with tarnishing the reputation of the company. Management were forced to look for fundamental reforms, and very, very, very important, the shares on world market dropped very sharply. And there was also a suspension of the research and development chief, because I think this department was at the heart of this scandal. So that department, and especially the chief, had to be suspended. And also the number of employees were sent on leave as they decided to cut out what could have caused this scandal. Probably, as you could also remember, the company was dealing with all that, but at the same time they had to see what needed to be done to gain confidence back to the market. So one of the things also they had to be really they came up with a plan to call back all the cars to fix the problem. And as you all know, this is a big company with so many financial implications, things to do with the insurance companies. So there had to be some money set aside to face all, or to compensate all the damages. And of course, there were some also legal implications. So the company had to deal with all these issues, at the same time making sure that the company was, the reputation didn't really suffer so much. Okay, I'll stop there. Thank you very much.
Right, and in conclusion, our research team on the organization found out that the organization applies the 4 ways of process with their innovation. We talked about the resources of innovation, how the organization does that. Of course, we talked about the financial strength of the organization, the physical plants that they own across the globe from different countries, and that one keeps their brand on the market, of course, to the highest level. And also, for example, talked about how they implement that, and also how they capture the market in terms of profit. We talked about how the Gulf represents the success story of their design and implementation of their innovations. The model, the Gulf GTI, was designed with no class, which can be bought by the rich and the poor, the young and the old, and still remains top of the range in the motor industry. We also talked about their resource and capability, that they did not have the skills to develop the engine emission test kit, cheating device, but again, despite their financial power and their financial control, they do not have the skills to do that. We also, on the paradigm approach of their process, we identify that the company remains with the challenges of different briefs and assumptions across their customers. And as a result of that, the organization now, with the new changes in the management, is changing to match with the customers as the mission statement states. Also, the introduction of the new production as a result of the crisis has helped the organization to come out with many innovative ideas, and they can now collaborate quite well with the competitors and other researchers across the globe, as well as increasing their benefits through their financial powers and identifying more golden opportunities. Thank you.